What is going on, everyone? Today is a really cool day because the new Air.Ai builder just came out, and I haven't had a chance to really play around with it. But today we're just going to play around inside of the new builder and come up with a new script. See exactly the new capabilities of it. Apparently, the new capabilities of this new AI builder is to simply make sure that it stays on track. There was a lot of questions and tweaking that needed to be done in the old builder, which, by the way, still exists. So I'm going to be going over the differences there. I'm going to be going over the new changes, how to use it, and we're just going to get into it. So right now, we're going to hit New Agent, and we're going to name this Cookie Monster.ai 2.0 new builder. If I could spell, there it is. So new builder. Okay. And we're going to hit sales, create agent. So this is the old one, right? This is the advanced mode, right? So old legacy editor is the standard mode, developer mode is the advanced mode, and then this is the new AI builder. So we're going to select that. Now there's a couple of different things in here that are different, and I just got off a call, so we're going to go over that. And so if you look right here, it says model simple, and you can see that it says 32 minutes of talk time. Now, previously, Air, especially on the old models, it was 15. I think it was like or 11 cents a minute. I believe it's like 11 and 32. I think is the pricing. 11 cents a minute outbound, 32 cents of talk time inbound. Essentially, those price points equaled to be about the same as 32 cents a minute talk time. And so I believe that's why they chose this model here for inbound and outbound. You're not getting billed for ring time. You're not getting billed for voicemails or anything like that. Now, Genius mode is ChatGPT 4.0, and that's the reason for the price increase. Now, this is the only reason why you'd want to have some sort of genius mode put on this is because if there's something that you just can't simply do on 3.5, which is the simple mode right here. If you can't build it on here and it's way too complicated for 3.5 to comprehend, to understand, that's what genius mode is for. 98.9% of the time you're going to be using simple mode. I'd say 99.99% of businesses are going to be using simple mode. So that's the one we're going to get into. So we're just going to hit save model, and the add an action is the same. The connecting a knowledge base is the same. The voices are slightly different in terms of the sound, and post call notes still the same. Stats and tracking still the same. So those are the main differences on the setting side of things. Now we're going to get into the seed phrase and actually building out a script. So we're going to click on this three circle looking thing. We're going to click on that, and it's going to say, "Hey, prospect name. This is Raina calling from Cookie Monster dot AI. Got a second to talk?" And we're going to do this. So if the prospect answers positively, oh, I can't spell today. If the prospect answers positively, there we go. And then if the prospect answers negatively, and I still can't spell those. Oh, I just messed it up. I hope it's saved. Oh, it didn't. Oh, hold on. Let me just do this. This might be a little easier. And we're going to go here. And then we're going to hit add. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to go here. Now you can see there's 2 branches that are going to happen here. So what this is doing, this is going to make sure that depending on the outcome, if the prospect says no, they don't have time, then it's going to go down this path. If the prospect says yes, they do have time, it's going to go down the other path. And so we're going to click on this one right here. If the prospect answers positively, if the prospect answers negatively, then it's going to say this. Oops, we're going to hit this little circle here. Okay, totally get it. Okay, totally get it. I'm just trying to confirm if you had a chance to watch our demo. Did you see it yet? And so we're going to do this one. If the prospect answers positively, if the prospect answers negatively, and then we're going to click off. Okay, so if the prospect answers positively, it's going to be here. If the prospect answers negatively, it's going to be here. Now you can see how this thing can get really built out, right? And you can also go in and test it as well, which is going to be really cool. Maybe that'll be in another video. So let's say if they answer negatively, they're going to say yes. And if they say, I'm just trying to see if you watched the demo, did you get a chance to see it? If they say, yes, I did, then I'm going to click this right here. And I'm going to say, okay, great. Did you sign up for the Lead program yet? And again, if they answer positively, if they answer negatively, there we go. We're going to click this down. So we're going to move this over. I'm probably going to have to move this one way over here and just have this whole negative side built out. It doesn't really matter which one you build out to if you're doing like this negative positive thing. I really like how smooth this is though. And you can put a number of different things in here. Like you can put multiple branches. Like this is really cool. So you know what? I'm curious if you could copy this. No, you can't copy it. That'd be really cool if you could like draw almost like a screen capture. You could just click and drag and it'll highlight everything, and then you could just copy and duplicate it and change the outcomes. That'd be really cool. So if they answer negatively, no, I didn't watch the demo. Oh, is it? Again, I can't spell today. Is it because you didn't have the time, or just not interested? Make sure that's good. And if prospect says they didn't have the time, if prospect says they are not interested. Okay, so now we're going to click off of that. So if prospect says they didn't have time, if prospect says they're not interested. So I really like this because you can really spend some time building this out. Like this is not a copy and paste job like the old editor is, and I still think the old editor has a fairly big application when it comes to the AI calling component of this. However, if you're doing more than just booking an appointment, and you're wanting a lot of if that then this scenarios, this new editor, this new builder, this is going to be the way to go on this particular one. And so basically what you're doing is you're putting what you want the AI to say, you're adding context in the if that then this scenarios, and you're just building it out each side. So, is it because you didn't have the time, or is it just because you're not interested? And so we're going to put this. What was this one? They didn't have the time. So totally get it. Totally get it. Let's see what else we want this thing to say. It can be difficult to find time to watch things like a demo. That's why we have them running every 15 minutes. Do you have time now, or do you want to book a different time? And now this is a big component of the compliance on texting people. So if prospect says yes, they have time. If prospect says they don't have time and wants to schedule a different time to book demo. And so let's work on this one right here. So this is if prospect says yes, they have time. If prospect says they don't have time and they want to schedule a different time. So we're going to go, okay, great. I'm going to send you a text message to schedule the demo now. Let me know when you get it. And then if prospect says they did not get the text, if prospect says they did get the text, okay. So we're going to drag that out. We're going to, oh, wow, got away from me there for a minute. So if they did not get the text, oh, okay, it might be something within our system, but no worries. You can visit our site. You can visit our site at cookiemonster.ai, not .com, and click the demo button there. Let me know when you see it. If prospect says they do see the button, and if prospect says they don't see the button, and let's say they did get the text. And so we're going to say, okay, great. Okay, great, comma. Let's see. go ahead and book a time that works for you, and we will see you on the demo. Hope you have a great day. That's going to be the end of that one. And so let me make sure this is put in there. And I'm going to add an action. I'm going to do end call. So this is going to be end call 1. And I feel like we're going to have a number of actions on one script. So be sure to label all of these properly. And so this is going to be, so end call 1, get or received text. And then we're going to hit submit. Oh no. Oh, good Lord, I got scared. I'm going to hit save so I don't lose all this. Make sure you hit save. Thank goodness for Control Z. That allowed me to get it back. Man, that was a little scary. So as you can see, this is how you start to build out a script. I've only built out one side of it, but this new editor is going to be really helpful, making sure everything is on track. And so, look, if you don't want to build this out, if you want to have a agency do all of this stuff for you, go ahead and watch the demo below and click on it, schedule it, and we look forward to seeing you on the demo. I'm going to build the rest of this out, and then I'm going to test it on another video. So again, it's Adam with LeadWebAI.com. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us there, drop a comment below, or just book a demo. Look forward to seeing you on the demo. See ya.